Hey, so here is a snippet of Harry's time with me today. So, when he first came into the room, he was like, lady, you were crazy. I've never been in here before. Hard no. But I worked on giving him some treats, giving him some love, getting down on his level, taking off the slip lead. And you can just see where he's like, yeah, no, we're not doing this. The first couple things that I do is I test out different toys to see what his interests are. Now, knowing that he's a little shut down because of the environment, we'll retest toys and playthings in a couple sessions. The first time in the training room, it's big, it's echoey. They can hear the daycare rooms. Behind that brick wall is actually where all the dogs go for daycare when they're resting. So he's like, yeah, I don't know about this. We tried a ball, we tried a dinosaur, we tried a stuffy. He definitely was taking treats and interested in it. So this is where it's just, hey, it's okay, Bubba. Let's try new things. Let's have some treats. Let's talk about this. I'm giving him some praise. I also do some body massage, so to see what he's comfortable with in his body. Now, when I work with dogs, it's all about consent. What are they interested in and what are they willing to give me? So anytime that he's willing to give me some attention, he's leaning into me, I'll give him a reward, I'll give him praise, I'll stop, and then I'll ask him, okay, what do you want? Um, Now, I did ask him some skills. I asked him name game, touch, and sit. Now, touch is where you have a flat hand and he's supposed to nose bump it. It took me a second to realize he was nose bumping it, and it's like he bumps it with his bottom teeth because he's got such an underbite. Which is part of his charm. So we can shape that into a little bit clearer. He sat really well for me, but this is kind of the introductory phase. The first few training sessions are always a little rocky, a little hesitant, unless you're an outgoing, goofy puppy. And even those sometimes take a few sessions to get comfortable. I did try to see if he would do a down. He did a spectacular hunch. He would not go down, and that's okay. I also did wake him up when I pulled him right around lunchtime. I did wake him up from his nap, and you could just see him like, what? Why are you getting me? What are we doing? What is this? So it took him a second to, I think, wake up to while we did this. Now, I did throw some treats to see if he'd go get them, and then if I could call him back to me. This is the start of name game, and he actually did pretty well with this. Okay, so here's the start of name game. So I'm going to call him to me. I'm going to say Harry, and then I'm going to make some kissing noises. I'm going to lure him with some treats. The moment he gets there, I'm going to say good boy and ask him for a sit. Once he sits, I'm going to reward. Yes. Walk away, try it again. Now, the goal behind name game is that you can actually walk away from the dog and they come around you and sit in front of you. Now, he's looking at me. He's like, lady, I am looking at you. Why aren't you giving me that treat? So I'm going to mark it with a negative marker of and then off to the side. When you give your body to like the side of you versus your back to them, it's a whole lot easier for him. See how he came to me at that time and he sat beautifully. This is something that I'd highly recommend that you practice the little times throughout your day. You call his name, he has to come around you and he sits. Now, the goal or the how to do this really well is that you're going to only ask his name once. Don't say come, don't say sit. I really want you to just Harry, and then make some kissing noises, weird noises just to get his interest. And then when he gets to you, you can lure him with your body. So you can lure him with that hand into a sit, and then yes, good boy, and off you go. I'll send more videos once he's a little bit more comfortable with me. Now, this last part is where I was doing some leash work. I wanted to see how he would do with belt leash. So I actually stuck him on a slip lead, attached him to me, and then we walked around the facility. This is one of the things I highly recommend when he's being naughty, and especially when you're on the golf course, where your hands are free. We'll talk a little bit more about this as our sessions go on. And he put the brakes on me a couple times, but for the most part, he did really well for his first day.